Hey, Miss Covington. How are you? Yes, yes, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, Eric. This is just for you. I call this my irony time. I thought it was like a picture of Jesus when I walked in here. You thought that's what this was? I probably have one of those. Yeah.
What did you take a picture during the break? Are we going to take our picture during the break? Yeah, everybody else do stuff, and then we'll turn around and take another one.
Yeah, it does have a picture. We're doing here, doing board, and then you said we have to turn around next time.
When it's your turn, we'll let you know ahead of time. No. We wouldn't do that to you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming to the Newport Board of Education regular meeting. May I have a roll call, please? Here.
Here. Here.
All right, if you all would join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now we have a moment of reflection. And I just want to say, during this season, there's a lot going on, but I want us to keep our staff and our students in our thoughts as we have this moment of reflection. All righty. All righty. Let's see, the mission statement. Mr. Sutherland, will you read it tonight?
Newport Independent School District will partner with families and the community to nurture, educate, and instill core values in all students to ensure they reach their full potential.
Very good. All right. All right. Next on our agenda is recognitions. Mr. Watts.
All right. Tonight we're making up what we did last month, so we're going to have a lot of recognitions tonight.
That's right.
Student and teacher of the month for November and December. So as always, we'll start with the primary student.
All right.
I'm going to begin with Christine Burrett first. Christine, come on out. So Christine, she is in second grade.
She is in Miss Mariana's class. I like to think Miss Mariana. Miss Mariana said she greets her every day. Wow. And she always wants to help everyone in the classroom. She's very helper. She's very nice to everyone. She gives 100% in everything she does. She's a friend to everyone. And overall, she's just a great person. Next, we have Pamela Pablo Gonzalez. Pamela, come on down, please. Pamela is also a secondary student. We normally try to choosing second grade students because they've shown 3 years in a row that they're just great citizens and they shouldn't let it come. Pamela's in the shop bonds class, and our teachers have expressed that she's great in having class. She's a leader, she's a go-getter, she overcomes all obstacles the very best she can. Ms. Whitfield, her PE teacher, said Pamela is a star student all around. She's always engaged, respectful, honest, and kind. And Ms. Whitfield said we have been that way since kindergarten. And Ms. Whitfield said, and I think this is a great comment, if all students were like Pamela, everyone would want to be a teacher. Back there a little bit. And our November teacher of the month is Mr. Brian. Mr. Brian, come on down. Mr. Brian went to the intermediate school. She's now at the primary school. But she's still with us here. So it was nice. She jumped to the ELL position and she jumped in, head first with 2 feet out of the way you look at it. So she jumped right into that and without any hesitation. And she's doing whatever it takes to meet the needs of her students. And I asked Ms. Slanker, one of our instructional coaches, to say a few things about you because she's been working really closely with you. And she said that you've been an incredible asset. You have built strong, trusting relationships with students. You know exactly how to motivate them to do their best. You are a true advocate for our students, and you're always pushing them for their success and making sure that they have the support they need to grow. So thank you very much. Last but not least, Ms. Bravo. She is, please give her a round of applause. Second grade teacher at primary school. She's been here with us for 6 years now. I'll look up that date this morning. She's our teacher of the month for December, and a few things I'm going to share about Ms. Bravo. First, she's a leader. Yes, Ms. Bravo. She is always just ready to go without hesitation. All right, we'll jump right there. One thing I want to share is that she has started a community reader program. So she has community members that come in and read once a week. We go to the class and also share about her career, which is very cool. That her class has learned about all different types of careers. She helps lead their walk that way assemblies. She recently went to a literacy trainer, and she helped lead a training in PLCs, which is really neat. And then also about instruction, she has very high expectations for her kids, academically and behaviorally. If you go into a room, you'll see that. Thank you. I'm sure she's looking for reasons.
Next up, we have the intermediate school.
All right, we will start with our November reader of the month with Miss Charlie. All right, Charlie is a 4th grade student at the intermediate school. Her special teachers have a lot to say. They say that she is kind. She is the first one to help out in class. She helps other students pick up materials, help organize in the library. She's the first to line up, and she's always the first to make sure kids are following expectations with still kind of in straight lines. She is a kind human being, and she goes out of her way to lead others and make others feel important. She works hard in class and always gives 100%, and she is a blessing inside and outside. And our December student of the month is Scotty Almafaria. He is the ideal role model for students. He is also a fourth grade student at the intermediate school. He works hard in class to reach his goals and is a shining example for all of his classmates. He is kind and has a heart of gold. He is one of the hardest working students Ms. Turner has had in class, and always comes in with a smile on his face, and you can't help but feel a little better after having a conversation with him. He's always showing roar and is a hard worker, kind to his classmates, and comes to school every day ready to learn. Alright, and our November teacher of the month is Miss Fairjohn. So Miss Fairjohn definitely has a tough gig this year. She's a special education teacher, and she is doing reading and math in multiple different grade levels this year. So she is definitely carrying a full caseload of students, and she is ensuring that we are meeting all of their needs on a regular basis. She's also always willing to help them with whatever we have going on at school. If we're doing something fun and trying to be creative, she's in it and wanting new ideas, and she's leading it, she's creating stuff. She always wants to be involved and wants to be a leader in the building. I couldn't ask for a better special education teacher who loves her kids and will advocate for them daily. So she really is a blessing to us and a blessing to the kids. I can't thank her enough for all that she does, not only for the kids, but for me as well. All right, last but not least, Ms. Jamie Jones. Ms. Jones is new to us this year. She is teaching 6th grade social studies, a little bit of 6th grade math in there too. Whatever she is doing is right on track all the time with the kids. I mean, our coaches love her, even though it is her sister. She has to love makes things. But no, she's always willing to do whatever we need to do. She's covering a couple different math things in her center time for kids. She's teaching social studies. She's being innovative in her classroom. She's the ideal classroom for any camp, which is a big incentive for us at the intermediate school. She models, she helps other teachers. She's willing to do whatever it takes to be successful. But her passion is really the kids. She loves the kids. She wants them to be successful. She is here every day in after school programs, and that's a hard thing to fill when you're working hard every day at school all day long, and then to stay a couple extra hours every day. She's there, and she's willing. She's doing the work to make sure that the kids are successful. So we are very blessed to have her.
Right, next up, we have the school from the high school.
students are here today is Michaela. So Michaela Trimble is our November student of the month. Michaela is a sophomore at Newport High School. She was nominated by our social studies teacher for being responsible, motivated, and organized. She shows determination and resilience through her hard work every day and respects her teachers and treats others with kindness, which is a quality that one should be. And our December is Ricky Jackson, and he was supposed to get his dinner break and run over here, so he might show up a little bit later. But he was working at Fair right now. So Ricky Jackson is definitely deserving of Student of the Month. He's a straight A student and has benchmarked in all areas of his cert test. He also pushes himself by taking college classes at Gateway. He is well liked by his peers and for his positive attitude, his sense of humor, and his willingness to help. In addition, Ricky rounds out his character by being hilarious in the play Clue and showing his knowledge on the academics. He also demonstrates initiative by collaborating with adults and has started to and managed a student-run newspaper. Okay, our staff. First up is Mr. Knight. Mr. Knight is a new teacher that comes into the building every day with tons of energy. He has spent time building relationships with all of his kids by asking them questions and getting to know them. You can find him after school attending events for his students. In the classroom, he makes lessons accessible to all the students while keeping them engaged. This may be seen as dressing up, bringing in other staff members, or designing hands-on projects. Mr. Knight is a positive teammate as well. He goes out of his way to check on his colleagues and extends his support when he sees the need. Thank you, Mr. Knight, for bringing a positive energy to our middle school home. And our December is Ms. Christy Clark. Ms. Clark has been a wonderful addition to the NHS family this year. It is clear that she works well with all of our teachers and truly cares about student progress. Teachers within Christie's PLC state that she is full of valuable insight and isn't afraid to offer up a suggestion. She is a problem solver as well as an experienced professional in anticipating student needs. Every day, she comes in with a positive attitude to help kids reach their goals.
We have one more
We have one
special
more.
recognition.
Yes.
This is Mr. Aaron Sutherland's last night with us. So we have a little something for him.
Will you join me up here, Mr. Sutherland? And I have to, had some words, but Mr. Sutherland wrote us a letter. So I want so Mr. Sutherland. It says, Ms. Malone, it's truly been a pleasure to work with you over the past 4 years as a member of the Newport Board of Education. Thank you to Superintendent Watt, Newport School Department heads, principals, teaching staff, and my fellow board members, Ms. Sylvia Covington, Dr. Tim Pearl, and Mr. Ed Davis, for all the important work they do in our community. It has been one of the greatest pleasures in my life to serve in such an important role after being elected by the people of Newport. My time has now come to an end to serve on this great board, and I must offer this letter of resignation effective December 23rd, 2024. While I will no longer be a member of this board, I have been elected by the same people in Newport to serve on the Newport City Commission. I hope that through our cooperation and communication, we can work hand in hand so that the city of Newport and Newport Street can come together to continue to make Newport an excellent place to live and learn for all citizens. Graciously, Aaron Sutherland, Esquire. And on behalf of the Newport School Board, it has truly been a pleasure to be your colleague. We've had some very spirited conversations when it comes to Newport schools, staff, students, the community. But that's a sign of a healthy relationship. Because if you're always agreeing, then you're not being honest. But we never let the issues ruin our relationship. We always gave room for the other person's side, and you were that with all board members, and I appreciate that. I appreciate his honesty and his true concern for the students and the staff of Newport. I appreciate your zeal and zest, although sometimes it was, ooh-wee. But I'm glad that we talked through all our issues and that you were honest and sincere about your position on this board, and we are looking forward to working with you as the city commissioner. I believe it'll be their asset in our life.
I appreciate that. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it.
I'm sure we can have it fixed, right?
He got so excited.
I know, it's great. Put it right here. Like that didn't happen.
Aaron always have a great reaction.
That was part of his deal and zest. All righty. We are going to go ahead and just take a 5-minute break so we can, those of you who have to leave can leave, but also to congratulate and mingle with our honorees, okay?
All right, get on. When we do that, if it's a public thing, let me know.
Let's resume this meeting.
Okay.
I tell you, you dropping that, and it was caught on camera too. Rusty, did we get that drop? Oh, did we get? What's those videos? Yes. We could probably sell that and get some money.
See how fast how dark my face turns red?
No, the extra trip Kim and I made to get that today.
All in vain.
And it all was it.
We may have to make one more trip.
The bad thing is, like, can't be glued back together. There's shards of glass.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
It was one of those Aaron moments, wasn't it?
Should have got plastic.
That's his grand finale.
Oh, now what a crash.
All righty. Well, let's resume my meeting. It is 7:01. Ms. Klosterman, is there any comments from the audience? All righty. We have the minutes from our November 20th meeting. Everyone had an opportunity to review. Any comments? Corrections? If not, I need a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
So moved.
Okay.
It's been moved in second, all in favor? Now we have the treasurer's report. Ms. Hoover?
Good evening, we have the November financial report and looking for bank reconciliations. Have any questions?
You answered mine. Okay, let's see. Anyone have any questions regarding the bank reconciliation statement and the invoice report?
I have one question. On the pilot payment that we're looking at here, this is just, is this one specific project or just a culmination of all?
Oh, on the revenues?
Yeah.
It was multiple, you want to know what the flood page were.
If it doesn't take a long time? Sure.
And that was,
So, just for the record, we received $294,836.64 in pilot payments, which are from the IRBs that we issued to some of these developers.
so the, outdoor music venue, you want to do Monmouth Road, South Shore, scholarship and prom donation, guide coming to market space. And then,
All right, thank you. Any more questions? What about the invoices? I did have a conversation with Ms. Hoover earlier today about our invoices. What they are the bills we pay every month. And it was very interesting because, you know, did you all notice all the Duke Energy invoices? And some of them for like $16 and $34, and she has to issue checks for each and every invoice because of the meters have their own bill. So all the different meters around the district. So we get a bill from Duke Energy for the building, and then we get multiple invoices for the different meters. And what were some of the meters you said?
I wanted to say here, Mr. Raines, what are some of the Duke Energy meters?
I'm sorry, I was totally distracted, I'm sorry.
We have multiple Duke bills, because we have multiple meters, what are some of the smaller amounts of the, like the stadium, there's one of the
Bus lot, those are smaller, we've got the meters at the maintenance building at the stadium. So those are some smaller.
We've got one specific group for the trailer at the high school.
No, actually, it's all combined now, it used to be.
So, I mean, because on our invoices, there's like multiple payments to do energy. So when I'm looking at this, we have 3 buildings, maybe, 4.
And there's gas as well.
And right, and so when you look at all those invoices, it's like, my goodness, but it's the way Duke Energy's system is set up.
There's natural gas in there as well.
Okay.
That's where you see more. You got both sides.
Right, but I thought that was very interesting. I thought this time I would ask, 'cause I'm like, but all I thought about was the amount of checks we're writing and how much those checks cost, because those checks are not cheap, drafts are not cheap.
Yeah, buildings are, at least 16, 17, anywhere between 16 to $20,000 a month.
Yeah. And that's with energy savings. How about that? Any more questions or comments regarding the invoice? If not, I need a motion to file the bank reconciliation for audit and to approval to pay the invoices.
So moved. Second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor? Right. Ms. Hoover was also kind to put the administrative expense report on there, the master report, and those are just for information only. All right.
Copies of the audit and free.
Yes. Okay. Right. And this financial statement, I ask that you all read it, and then we will have the auditor come in and be ready to do a Q&A with us. We'll schedule that.
I reached out to see if you can meet at the January meeting that I have not gotten confirmation.
January work session. We wanted at a work session, not a regular meeting, because we want time to really talk through and go through the report. So our work session, I believe, we have an organizational meeting scheduled for the 8th, is the day. Yes, because the organizational meeting shouldn't take very long. That's why I wanted these early, so you all have time to go through, make notes, highlight any questions you might have, and then we'll get those. If we can get them to Jennifer before the 8th, so if he's ready. If not, and there's no rush on it, we can try to schedule another Wednesday that he's available. All right. Thank you. Yeah. Any more questions from Ms. Hoover, Mrs. Hoover? If not, we will move on to student learning and support services. Mr. Watts.
After our last meeting, I attended NASCE, and that's the National Alliance of Black School Educators. I just wanted to give a couple highlights from my visit to that organization. For you who don't know what NASCE is, it's one of the few organizations that's focused on being a resource for Black educators. Most of the time when I go to a conference in Atlanta, I might be the only Black person there, or Black people alive. The NASCE is strictly Black people, so it's just opposite. So you go to NASCE, you might see 3 or 4 white people there. So that's just one of the conferences that is designated and organized for Black school educators. The opportunity to network and discuss issues with educators who look like us and who face on the same issues. So we can talk about issues, run some things by each other, things that we all go through, and share some suggestions and ideas on how to work through some of those. One thing that stood out to me as I was there, I went to one of the sessions that Eric Thomas was a speaker, and he's a motivational speaker. You can Google him, go YouTube, millionaire now. He does motivational speaking all across the world. And one of the things that he talked about his session, and it just reinforced some of the things that we're doing here every day. He talked about creating a winning culture and bringing in the right people to make change. So that's something that we've been focusing on. And he talked about the last 3 or 4 years about changing our culture, make sure people want to be here. And when that happens, you will see that change because people want to actually be at that job, be in an organization. We also talked about the importance of exposing kids to things that they normally don't see.
Right.
And that's something that we try to do. We try to take kids on trips. He takes kids actually to Dubai.
Wow.
He showed us some pictures, and he talked about as they're there, he tells the kids to look around at your surroundings. And if you don't go back and do what you're supposed to do, go back and get your work done, if you're not successful, this will be the last time you're ever going to be in Dubai.
Wow.
So that's motivation to the kids to do better. Because hopefully once you go there, I will come back here. And that's one of the reasons we do what we do for our kids, kind of take them places. If we can't, I wish I could take them to Dubai. But we can't do that.
Wish I could be a chaperone.
Take them to Washington. We took kids to Washington last year. This year we're going to Disney World as a principal. Took kids to New York. So exposing kids to things that they don't see, and again, the hope is to motivate them to want to do better. They'll see more than just do things. And if you see things that you normally don't see every day, then again, you're motivated to say, hey, I want to come back here. You know what you got to do to achieve that goal. So I thought that was powerful. Hearing that message, and again, it just reinforced to me some of the things that we're doing here every day.
And I agree. That was one of the reasons we did a theater program, to open up our children's power to theater, to acting, to building stage sets and sound systems. Because our students were working the entire part of the theater. They weren't just seeing the play, but when you think about, they had to memorize lines. And then they had to remember their role and their behavior. So it really is an academic opportunity for our students, and it was just another way that they could learn and develop their skills, their speaking skill, public speaking skills. So many things came out of that idea, and we got a lot of negative feedback from the community when we were trying to do that, and one of the community members really got out there and advocated for that. And we're here today. I think we're 10 years in, and those plays are still great and wonderful, and our students are just fabulous in those plays. And then I also want to share one student that Mr. Watts took to New York or D.C. said he never would have imagined that he could relocate and live somewhere else outside of Newport had he not gone on that trip. So we've had students go to China, to work, to do fellowships, and they would have never thought to even leave Newport. You'd be surprised how many students never stepped outside of this city because no one has told them they could or even thought that they should. So I'm excited that you're presenting this, and I think it behooves this board to continue to think outside the box for our students, to increase their desire to be more than what they are. And the only way to do that is to show them that they can be something different and they can travel.
And we will continue to do that while I'm here.
Very good.
We can get more. Keep trying.
Well, we're going to find us an Eric.
Next thing, we just finished our winter ready test.
Okay.
We're in the process of analyzing the data. School will present their data once they get everything. So we'll have them come to one of our planning meetings and share where we are. Just a reminder, our goal for the year is to reduce the number of students below grade level by 50% and increase the number who are at or above grade level by 50%. So that's where we are. Principals know our goals, and we'll talk about goals when we get everything out.
Very good.
Last thing I have, we are bringing a couple of policy adjustments to you all tonight. This will, we think, help with the budget moving forward. One is for the classified employees and others certified. It's basically how we accumulate vacation days. Right now, 2 for their employees, get 10 vacation days per year. They can accumulate those days up to 40. So what we're gonna be asking to adjust that policy to, you have to use those vacation days by the end of the year or you lose it. That way we won't have no accumulation. So when people retire or leave, you don't have to pay out that big lump sum. So we're still gonna give you that benefit of having those vacation days, but that doesn't affect the people who already are here. It's affecting an employee that we hire after, January 1st of next year. So there's some people coming in, this will, affect. So, any questions?
Any questions? All right.
Next up, we have the curriculum department.
Madam Chair, members of the board, we have our report.
I did have one. Let me see if I can find my notes. Very good report. The graphs, the responses from the staff on the PD was great. A lot of very satisfied and satisfied was a really good response. And there was something in the oh, the Scott Trimble conference was mentioned. Was that in your report? It was not in your.
Scott Trimble was paid for.
Okay, I knew I saw it somewhere, and I looked it up, and it seemed like a very great conference. But there was something on this report that caught my eye that I had a question about. But I won't prolong the meeting. If I find it again, got a few notes here. Most of them were with our finance person.
What was the, who did the PD? Who presented this?
Which one? The bill team?
Yeah.
So our bill team is made up of our administrators, counselors, teachers, and staff members from their school. So this is a continuation from our Wildcat Academy, Year 2 Reimagining Academic Success. So they went through a train the trainer over the summer for those 2 days, and then what we did was bring the materials and information back, and we used our resources for research to build our own shell, which is our PowerPoint, to provide that training for our teachers and staff.
Well, that's good that we're using our people to do that. And then the two-part series, what was that one? Is it the same thing, or is that separate?
It was the same thing. The two-part series for.
It's just on page, first page.
Yeah, so the two-part series, so this particular description was in relation to the participants learning how we turn student relationships into allyship and what types of observations are valuable to make about the student. And then the second part of that was the last part was focused on the teaching for RTI and sponsor intervention and our multi-lead system of support. And if you all would like to participate, we do have an upcoming training. We'll be returned back from winter break. And I will share that information with you. So we are going to be looking at continuing with establishing the alliance and the learning partnership. That training will be after school on February the 26th in each building. So the high school is at 3:30, intermediate 3:15, and then at the primary at 3:20. So if you'd like to participate, they will be discussing that information.
Okay.
today is that we have had 3 trainings that we launched this opportunity with all of our teacher personnel across the district. We have been participating in today is the training itself was at each school, and educational assistant personnel is using the paper to the intermediate and life impact of teaching and assessing general and domain-specific academic language. Best practices for literacy, integrating the following first aid literacy, supporting for endurance, and instructional opportunities across all systems. So we did dive into that one today. And each school had their own specific training from educational systems, and we were really excited about the work. We got in some of the materials today that we will begin to see throughout January through the end of the school year. And all of these opportunities.
See, it says that instructional coaches participating. How many instructional coaches do you have?
So we have a total of 5. 7 more for high school, 2 at the intermediate, and 2 at the
Thank you. I mimic what Mr. Sutherland said. It is really good to see that we're building our own team, and teachers are teaching teachers and sharing, and that really is, because when you learn it and then you have an opportunity to teach it, you retain it, and you grow from that experience. So, very good. Thank you so much.
Madam Chair, members of the board, this is a report for I do want to point out that the Department of Education is going to be holding a roadshow. It's regarding SEEK and funding, and they are looking to answer questions related to SEEK and how school districts are funded. They are also going to be taking community feedback. That is scheduled for Northern Kentucky Cooperative on the 19th of February from 9:30 to 12:30. I am going to be inviting all of the parents and advisory councils in our school to attend that group. Because we'd like to take 20 people from Newport to that, primarily community members and adults, or community members and parents to go with Newport. So if you know someone who might be interested, or if you might be interested yourself, please let me know. There is no registration, and it is open.
And what will you tell us the date again?
Yes, it is February 19th, 2025, 9:30 to 12:30
And this will be held.
at NACES. Yes, there in Cold Springs.
Okay. I put it on my calendar, so I would be interested. So I've already put on my calendar.
Yeah, I think that's a public training. I think that's I will miss. Yeah, but public in the evening during the day is just finance, just for that. I'm easy. I'll get clarification on that. I just pulled that off of the email. It came to me from the department
Okay.
regarding this. So let me know.
Okay.
They're doing town halls across the state. So they will be very co-op.
Okay, very good.
We would absolutely prefer it an afternoon or evening. Availability because in many cases,
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Any questions for Ms. Hoover, her report? I did look at the DPT student service report, and wow. Sometimes Yeah, it's, for those of you who don't have access, it is a 7-page document listing. And this is things you do monthly, right? This is from November to December.
Yes.
These are things you've done for our students. And I did notice, you know, one of our students, Molly's been providing extra care, making sure she gets her homework. And so, you know, sometimes people really don't process all that when you live in a community where you have so many challenges, the service that our staff goes, because they don't always get to do these services during the school day.
Right.
And they're doing these things after school and on the weekend.
Yes. I guess any Saturday.
Yes.
Any evening, anytime.
Yes.
And I will also say our regional coordinator, is, no less than one here at the district. And Newport Independent Board of Education is going to include that actually accept the report from their student services, and what they would receive community service center, and Newport Board of Education has actually been recognized previously.
Yes, we have.
Just a handful of districts in the country.
Yes.
Where their family resource centers are able to work back.
Well, I appreciate you, and it lists all our business partners too, and that's wonderful to see too. And I had shared with Mr. Watts at one point we would have our business partners come to board meetings and we would recognize them and thank them. And I would like to reinstate that at some point because we want to show them our appreciation for all that they do. So when going forward in the year 2025, I'd like to add some of our business partners to the presentation list. Mr. Watts, you and I discussed that previously, reinstating that. So I think that's a good idea. If we have so many business partners that are working hard to help our children be successful and remove some of the barriers that they have to learning. So thank you. All righty, Mr. Watts.
All right, Ms. May, so,
Madam Chair, members of the board, you have a copy of my report.
Does anybody have any questions regarding Mr. Main's report? All right, very good. Thank you.
Madam Chair, members of the board, Superintendent Mr. Watts, you have a copy of my report. So, Superintendent, do you have any questions?
No, it's a great report. Special Olympics coming up, the ski. And we're very excited about that for our students. And so it's really good to see. And I understand Mr. Sutherland will still be participating in that event, so that's always good.
Glad to see we have a date finally.
Yeah,
I didn't, that was going to be my one question, but I wanted to.
yeah. And we have 7 students from Newport Independent participating in the skiing competition, so that's always exciting, you know. We really, really are excited that our kids are. And then the 1 year out report was excellent. Yes, yes. It was an excellent report. Newport was above state average in most of the categories. I think it was only maybe two or three that we were below. But for example, 2024 youth 1 year out response rate. the state is 61.5%, and ours was 100%. This is a survey. It's the education by employment. State 31%. We are 100% for students with special education continuing their education after graduation. And I just thought this was a great report because we have not always been strong in helping our special ed students find employment after high school, to support them and direct them, because many of them have challenges where they just can't fill out an application independently and they need guidance. And you have done, and your staff has done a great job, following through and making sure that they are ready, post-secondary ready, whether that's a job, further, technical school. It really is a great report. So thank you for this report, and I'm glad to see that you all did this and recorded it. All righty, any more comments from Ms. Swanson and her report? Thank you. Next on the agenda is old business. Nothing there. New business, we have the personnel report. We have the set January organization meeting date for the 8th. So we have the capital funds request, the budget from the high school, the primary school and the intermediate school. And we have the first reading of the holiday vacation. Mr. Watts presented his update. And the owner contractor's contract for the CT, Career Technical Education Center. Did I say those acronyms right? Renovations. And then we have a BG5 for repair to the primary school roof, the intermediate school and primary school marquee and flag posts. Thank goodness. I mean, those veterans, those flying flags make them proud. They want to see those, and so I'm glad that we're getting that taken care of. But I know the parts have been on back order for a long time, haven't they, Dennis?
Yeah, well, actually, the projects are finished. BT5 is closing out.
Okay.
So everything's been.
But it took a while to get those parts.
We had a cable break on
Yes.
the intermediate and the one out.
I remember.
We had to get the cable, but then we had to also wait for the fire department to come with their ladder truck.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm glad that that's been taken care of. And then we have the Newport High School culinary, BG5 is on there. So this BG5 has a lot of projects on it. So this is the time to get any questions that you have regarding these items that we need to vote on.
I wanted to say that I was looking at this back up in the curriculum, the comprehensive district improvement plan, and state assessment results in reading and mathematics objectives. I would recommend, although I won't be here, I'd recommend you guys put this on your agenda to discuss, go over the stuff in a work session or something. To kind of dig into this a little bit. I'm not really sure what. Are these our results that for the test, like the state testing, for the academic results? Is that right?
Yes, within the district improvement plan,
Oh, yeah.
I did go ahead and put a chart in there so that we could see what our result was for proficient distinguished.
Yeah.
And then when you look at those objectives, we set that out at 5 years to where we were. And in the strategic plan that was written, it says with a goal of 60% by the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
So then, that's where those good stuff came from.
And the tables are there just for transparency.
Thanks.
That we, as a board, put the C-DIP on a planning meeting and discuss it with Mr. Watts and his staff.
I won't be here, so that's totally up to you guys, but I think I could spend some time digging into this, but I don't think it's effective use of our time right now.
Thank you. And it's not an action item, it's there for information only, so it's part of the update that they provide the board with, and the board can look at the plan at their leisure, and we can discuss it at a meeting, but a lot of times, it's also, one-on-one conversation, so, we can look at it, later. But a lot of this information is provided in their monthly reports. And so, if there's anything that sticks out, there's an opportunity to discuss it with it. But we've asked about it in previous conversations, and a lot of this information is provided in the, and that's one of the reasons that we started having the district leaders provide us with monthly reports, so that the board can keep track of the work that they're doing to meet these goals. All righty, but thank you. Okay, so can we get back to the consent agenda? Okay. All righty. Any questions regarding the consent agenda item?
This expenditure report, number 8, I believe.
That number 8 is the policy.
Let's see, it is the NPS SUDN budget revision.
Okay, Newport primary site.
Yeah, these are just revisions, because you all asked that no budget amendments be made without your approval.
Right.
So,
Okay.
I had, principals revise, their second budget that you all for approval.
Gotcha. I assume that's what it was, right?
Yes, because I recognize the amounts, they were in the actual.
Yeah, the
But-
amounts haven't changed, just where they have,
Right,
just rearranged the amount.
right.
So the total amount has not changed.
Right. So technically, we already approved the amount, it's just
Yes.
the revision.
Mhm.
The owner contractor CTE renovation. Can someone tell me what this project is?
The PTE renovations is the project that we're doing at the high school with grant money that we received from the first aid within that space. So we recently, you all accepted those bids at the last meeting in.
I remember the Action Builders, because their address here is not Newport, but they do operate in Newport.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So that's what
officially going in that contract with them.
All right, are we ready to take action, or you need more time to?
There are a couple of things I wanted to do that I wasn't. Okay.
Sure. All righty, if everyone's good, are you ready? I need a motion to approve consent agenda items, you ready? I need a motion to approve consent agenda items 1 through 13.
Second.
It's been moved in second, all in favor? All righty. Now, board comments. The, special ed department has, a new sensory room and at the high school, and the board was invited to go see it on Friday, but we need to reschedule that. So it has been suggested that we have our organizational meeting at the high school so that we can actually see the sensory room before or after the meeting. So is everyone okay with that? The January 8th meeting? Yes, if, unless Tim and Sylvia will, I don't know. Okay, can you get here sooner? 6 o'clock? I know, but they travel over in Ohio.
Depends on how many breaks there is.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Okay, all righty, very good. So I just want to get that on the record. So, all righty. So. Okay, and I think that's it. I need a motion to adjourn.
I just want to say thank you guys again for everything. Thanks to the teachers and staff, for everybody here and everywhere for putting up with me for these 4 years. Sorry if I ever ruffled your feathers.
No, you're not.
It was not as bad. It comes from a bad place in my heart. So,
No, it did not.
thank you guys for all you do. Keep up the good work, and I hope that we can work together, the school and the city. And if you guys ever need me, you know where to find me. And don't hesitate to reach out or harass me because I deserve it. So, sorry for breaking the trophy. You can find it in your heart to give me a new one.
I just want to say it's a pleasure working with you, and I appreciate you some other testosterone here when I came up.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Because for a while there, he was the only male.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna say, well, 2 things, I guess. Aaron, thanks a lot. I wish I had more time to be all here with you, but that's not the way. That's not the way to do it. Thank you. Thank you for your friendship. And I also want to say, I want to echo Ms. Malone's comments about our theater partner as well, and what an education process that opportunity that is for our students. And one of the students that we were going to honor here tonight was Jackson. Was one of the stars.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was. He was very good.
That play was hilarious.
It was great, and they did a really good job. And you guys, we're providing an opportunity for our students that a lot of other schools are unable to do the way that we do it. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who's part of that.
Yeah.
Thank you to our school. Thank you to the development who made it possible through these years. And it's a good opportunity for our kids, and it makes a difference, guys. And when they do a play in May, you can go to it, please do. It's a wonderful time. So thanks to all of those.
And come January, we will be swearing in our new board member, Bobby Stubman. And we were very fortunate for her to go down to KSBA with us. We had some great time of bonding and eating and learning together. So it was really, really and I'm glad she went, because I didn't want her to start in January just blind as to what this process is all about. So I think she was glad she went, because now she'll be a little bit more comfortable when she sits here. Yeah. So, but thank you all. We adjourn. Thank you all for coming.